when you go into things, do you go into them armed with reasons? Do you understand why you do what you do? If your relationship is floundering, as we said in the last episode, do you remember why you got into it in the first place? You can give us all the reasons why you're not putting in the effort, but do those exceed the reason why you should be putting in the effort? I used the example in the first episode about a coming recession, and are we taking steps now to better protect ourselves? So that job that you may not like, well, that job may be coveted once things start to hit economically. Because once people start losing jobs, well, yeah, then suddenly you're going to be what? You're going to be Johnny on the spot. You're going to be enthusiastic. You're going to be working harder. Well, why wait till then? Why not make yourself valuable now? You say, but CJ, this is not the job I want. I want to do something else. Okay, good. Let's come up with a plan. Do you have a plan to go do something else? If you did have a plan and you were working towards that, then wouldn't that change the meaning of the very job that you don't like? Wouldn't you have a different outlook on the job that you don't like if you could get something in place? You see, the reason why you become lackadaisy and fallen into this neutral state is because there's no plan for anything better. There's nothing for you to have hope in, to work towards. So nothing will change the meaning of the doldrums and the mundacity of daily living like having a plan for something greater, aspiring to something greater, moving and thinking and working towards something better. What that will do then is help you to treasure what you have right now, because what you have right now is what you're going to use to get you where you want to be. You can't get to where you want to be career-wise without a paycheck, right? Because nobody's going to pay you right now or giving you a job to do what it is you say you really want to do other than your existing day job. So your existing day job is how the world is going to pay you to do what you really want. You're just not getting paid doing what you really want full time right now. But think about that. Your existing job is going to finance you getting to do what you ultimately want to do in life. So if you create a plan about how you're going to get that new job, if you're going to take some courses, if you're going to go back to school, whatever you got to do, start networking, start making connections inside that industry, learn what's needed, what do you got to take to become a part of it? Well, then that's going to start changing the meaning of your everyday, right? Because now you're starting to live with a greater sense of purpose. And what does that do? That releases enthusiasm. Because now we have interest. Now we have enjoyment. We have interest and we have enjoyment. And once you start that in place, now as you get in your truck or car and start driving to work, man, you're listening to podcasts about that stuff, right? You take your lunch break, you're listening to some stuff. You're meditating on these things all day long. Now you start to enjoy that day job you didn't like before. It's not thrilling. It's not going to completely satisfy you like the job that you really want to do. But you're creating enthusiasm and you already have it inside you. You might be looking for that enthusiasm to come from your job, but enthusiasm doesn't come from a relationship. It doesn't come from a job. It comes from you. You have bottled up inside of you plenty of enthusiasm. What we're trying to do is get you to release it. What we're trying to do is get you to the place where you finally say, I agree, and I will finally let myself feel more enthusiastic and energized about the things I wasn't feeling that way before. Isn't that right? It's you. You have the power to release enthusiasm. You have the power to release energy and passion and interest. You have to create it. And creating it comes in by filling your plate with those things that you're truly passionate about. So we talk about that in relation to work. But as far as work goes, man, start to fill your life with those things that you're passionate about that you really want to do. Okay, and if it's not your present job, then whatever it takes, courses, listening to podcasts, reading things, books, what have you, studying, start to devote yourself to these things. And by doing so, you're going to begin to fill your everyday, which has been boring and mundane to you. You're going to start filling your everyday with a new energy, with a new passion, and with a new enthusiasm. Can you dig it? Hope you can. This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.